My name's Sandra. I'm here to demonstrate some cards today. Now these are different cards we have been making out of newspaper with glitter and double-sided tape. And so this is the newspaper one with all bits and pieces we've got around the house. Here's pieces of different cards we've used, different scraps, yet again with glitter, buttons that we produced around the house that we never use. Also ribbon, and here's another one made with wallpaper. You know, you can decorate it later on and cut out little, shapes for flowers. But here's the wallpaper I've used, yet again with the glitter behind it and double-sided tape. And here's another one I've used with bits of more scrap cards. There's some cards, I had some birthday cards in between that we can all use. Also, if you've got any shapes in the house or cutters or anything, we could use these too. First of all, any scrap of card will do, or paper. And then we have double-sided tape. Now try and overlap your double-sided tape if you can. I've started with 3 sheets here. And also, if you haven't got tape, you could use tacky glue, because tacky glue is quite good it's an all-purpose tacky glue, and it gives you that chance to stick things down too. But today I think, because I'm using the tape, I'll continue using the tape. So anyway, we just basically do this other 2, and all you do is wrap it across. Make sure you've got ends, so as we can get right to the edge of the card that we're making with. And the last one down here, and cut this off. Okay, and then the second part we do is turn your card over. Now I've just used an old card, so just ignore that. It just shows you can recycle, So all you're doing is cutting the edges off around the card pieces, all these bits of double-sided tape, because you don't really need them in your card. Sometimes the scissors do get stuck with them. We'll go back. And it can be a little bit tricky getting the first panel off, but once you get started, because they're overlapped, it's not too bad. So anyway, all you do is rub down with a nail. Make sure the middles are rubbed down. Just run a nail or something, an object across, and it just seals it a little bit more. It's easier to pick up. Okay. As you can see, sometimes it's difficult, but we will get there. And here we go, I think. Come on, not playing with me today. Oh, yes, it's coming. It's definitely coming. So all you do is peel that across. Now these are important to keep these bits, so put these to one side. I'll come back to that later. It's very, very sticky at this point. So because this is waxed and you've got joints here, what you do is go over the middle with the joints and run your finger across. And what that tends to do is just press the joints down, which is great. And you pick them up. Okay. So just another 3 to go. And another one to go as well. And the last bit to go. And it doesn't matter if you overlap with the sellotape slightly, because you can go back and cut around again. Okay, so move these to one side, but yet again, keep them, because you'll use them later on for your glitter part. So now we're going to be using lots of pieces of scrap around the house that you may have. Now I've got newspaper bits here, so I'll push this to one side. So we've got newspaper bits here. See how sticky it is? Just shows you how sticky it can be. So bits of scraps, newspaper, or old books you've got, or anything that you desire could go on this. Getting back to our sticky card at the moment. So randomly we're going to select and put down little bits. Just be careful because it can be very, very sticky. Once stuck down, it's hard to get or peel off. So I'm going to start with bits of the silver card. So I'm just randomly going to select them and put them anywhere you want around the cardstock. Any shape, any form, any size that you want. Bigger, smaller, anything. So far we've all stuck double-sided tape with all our scraps, newspaper, wallpaper, everything, anything that you can think of at home, wrapping paper and newspaper, everything. So remember I told you to keep these? It's wax paper, and this will be good to stick them down. So all you do is put a little strip over and then run it down with your finger and then peel it back. Okay? And guarantee it sticks down thoroughly. So just run your thumb all the way down and it will stick. And same all the way across until we've finished. And the next stage will be the glitter. So after I finish this, we'll move on to the glitter. Now you can buy any glitter from any stores or anything you've got at home. Pound shops or anything like that, B&M stores. You can literally pick up, you know, any texture of glitter as well for this. So cheap. Now keep this yet again till after we've finished, because we'll be doing the same thing with the glitter. So this time around we're going to start with background. So you're actually doing like the front of the card first and then the background. So it's very sort of different, tipsy-topsy card, this one. But we've got lots of different glitter. The glitter you can get really cheap out of shops or any craft stores. So we've got a selection here of glitter. I think I'll be using the blue so you can see it more. This is the easy fun part. Messy but easy fun. So all you're doing is sprinkling loads of glitter right across the card, all over. Okay, make sure you don't leave out little spaces, but don't worry about it either. So use lots of glitter. Make sure you get the corners, and all you're doing with your fingers, 2 fingers together I thought was easier, just rub it in. So what it does is doesn't become sticky in the background, so you continue rubbing all the way around the card, pressing down as you're rubbing, just to take all that sticky away. Hold your card here. And once you feel that's been pressed down as you're sticking, pick your card up. I'm going to have blue fingers for a little bit. Shake it off. Now you think that, well, this is a mess. Now if you had a paintbrush or a brush or even a bit of sponge or anything around the house you can use, all you do is wipe the glitter off and it will come up shiny. But keep wiping and keep working at it. And you can go in a little bit rougher after you get the first lot off. And you get the effect. Keep knocking it off your brush. That's it. And it will start to shine through. And you can see all the bits in the background popping out. So just keep working at it. Oops, a daisy. That's need a bit of kitchen roll or something for this one, or tissue, that might help. Yet again, that double-sided backing that we had, the greaseproof part, just press it down again, and what it does is just hold all the glitter in, really give it a good press all the way. So now you've got the top layers done. It's the fun part of actually decorating the card, which I'm looking forward to. Okay, so what you do is, we've got lots of different buttons here. So I've picked out 3 buttons already, and lots of different ribbons as well we can use in it. So today I've picked out the orange. So I'm going to concentrate on these. So I'm just shifting these buttons out the way so as you can see. You also need some background card that's slightly, you know, just if you can cut out the edges and just slightly, you know, stick it on first. But you can either use double-side tape for this to stick down, or you can use tacky glue. So for quickness sake, for demonstration, I'm just going to use the tacky glue. Okay, so turn it, and if you can't cope sitting looking down, you stand up, and if you stand up and you can get it near enough down, it's really good. You can leave a little bit of gap, because what I'm going to do is put ribbon down here, so nearer to the edge of the opening, and there you go. And yet again, flick your card around after that, and just use the fist so you can press down. Okay, get nice and clean, nice clean area, and there you go. Now first of all, I've chosen the orange because I thought it would pop out, and it could be for boys or girl cards. So we're going to glue that down at the side here. So yet again, I'm just using my tacky glue. I don't know if you can see this carefully. Just put a little bit down the side of the ribbon, because we can fold the ribbon on the edges. So I'm just making sure some of the edges are down. Okay, and turn your card around so it's facing you, so it makes life easier. And what you do is stretch it a little bit and push it down near the edge. Okay, now you want these little bits to be hanging over so you can tuck them underneath the card. So just make sure for now that this is stuck down. Okay, just press on it for a little gentle. And then you can open your cardstock and then just flip the edges in one side and make sure it's nice and straight, and flip it in the other side so it's out of the way. Hold it down for a little bit. Okay, and then close your card again, and then that's that job done. And then we've decided to go with the buttons because we've got a little bit of orangey yellow in there. Red will make it sort of pop out a little bit with the orange background, and we've got a little bit of green. So any decoration that you have around the house with old buttons, everybody's got old buttons lying around somewhere. If not, what you can do is cut little circles out and stick them down with different colour, you know, cardstock, or yet again use paper, anything you want. Any old ribbons, or if you haven't got ribbons, any pieces of string you can maybe just tie around or twang or something. Yet again, if you haven't got any ribbon, just a little thin piece of cardstock down there just to make it, you know, finish the decoration off nicely, and glue your buttons on. So we're nearly coming to the end, and I hope you've really enjoyed this card making. And there's the red one. It's nice and easy. Push that in the middle. And the last one is the green button. Got plenty around there. And there you go, it's your finished card. Give it a really good press down, just for a few minutes, making sure that they're stuck on. This is really good tacky glue, and it will really stick well. It just gives it a little bit of pressure. And there you go. Now this card can be for any occasions. A strip down here with love or happy birthday. Any other decorations you want to put in it. Personalise it yourself. Inside you've got room to write all your happy birthdays and your messages. And I hope you've enjoyed the card making with me today.